Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Again, we're all over social media, Instagram, X, and of course our YouTube channel, The Stephen Knight Show. Please comment, subscribe, and share. We appreciate you. All right, well, while reflecting on her journey in the music industry, Eve opened up about the challenges she had to face with men doubting her talent. During an interview with The Times, Eve shared that on the day her debut album dropped, JayZ called to congratulate her, but also issued a warning. He reportedly advised her not to get her hopes up, allegedly saying female rappers don't really do that well. Despite this, she went on to sell 2 million copies. But it isn't just Jay. Another music exec told her to just get pregnant and quit. She says others were deliberately rude to her in meetings. The audacity that these men had, Eve said, now I have age and experience on my side. Nobody's coming at me like that. Lanier, what do you think about this? Because we also hear about women artists, female artists, and the challenges they have to face. What are your thoughts on what Eve is saying?
Being a creative in the film TV space, I completely understand where Eve is coming from. Now, some people are well intentioned. Now, it might not come out right, but some
Right.
people are well intentioned. And and if you think about it, some of what Jay said is true. Like because what they're going to do and what we've talked about before is they want to tend to over sexualize black women.
Yeah.
Um, in those spaces. And then once we're over sexualized, then you demean us. But you've created that. You've created these sexy reds and stuff like that. And then it's like you demonize us because you tempted them with, you know, lavishes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, when you're fresh in it, you know, I get it. And I get the sentiment. Like I said, it may have been taken out of context. I'm not diminishing her feelings and what she was
Right.
saying at time. But some people had her best interest at heart, and some people didn't. So and that's just with anything. In
Mm-hmm.
my experience personally, having gone through what I'm going through right now, for myself with my project, and the fact that you know, um, it took it's like you didn't want to once I really locked in on this is what I gotta do, this is my project, then people get in they especially men get in their feelings and their ego gets, and then they want to make it hard for you. So I get it. And you have to really work through and filter through and build a thick skin, and then make sure you start locking in on your paperwork and the people that you keep around
Yeah.
you. You know what I mean? Because one of the, I know her and Stevie messed around with each other. That wasn't a good fit for her.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Like that, that puts you in a different, with the way that he is, unfortunately, that wasn't, but it was a lesson she had to learn.
Right.
And look at her now. You see her evolution from
You really
back
do.
then with him. Eve used to be a dancer. Then she was with Rough Riders. Like you see her evolution to where she is now. You had to go through some things in order
Right.
to get where you are now.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's a mother, and she don't even live in the United States anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Got you your husband. You got you your baby. You know your mindset at that time, it fit for what you were going through.
Right. Right.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
And until you changed your mindset, you was gonna end up staying in that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, and I hear what you're saying, being a woman, like you said, being a woman in any industry, really, because there's some people that will never vote for Kamala Harris, because she's a woman.
Yep.
They don't think that a woman should be at that top, highest position,
Nope.
which is crazy.
Nope.
All right, well, after coming off another successful production of the Emmys, super producer Jesse Collins has his mindset on the production of his next big show, Super Bowl halftime performance. He recently spoke to Variety about the upcoming performance, which has sparked some controversy online after Kendrick Lamar was picked to take the stage this year. Folks online and the peer rappers share opinions about New Orleans native Lil Wayne deserving the spot. Nevertheless, Collins is showing love and support to Wayne, Kendrick, and even JayZ, who is reportedly responsible for deciding who will perform at the Super Bowl each year. He said, "We love Wayne. There's always Vegas odds on who's getting to perform it. But I think we're going to do an amazing show with Kendrick, and I think everybody's going to love the halftime show. I know Kendrick's going to work exceptionally hard to deliver an amazing show." It's interesting. I've been seeing a lot of things going online about Lil Wayne. Apparently, he spoke out and said how he was crushed that he didn't get selected. But some people bringing up his past comments on, racism and
Mhm.
how, just his comments around that. And they're also showing some of his more recent performances where he's not really up to par. His voice is real scratchy. One of them, he seemed like he was on something. Um, and I saw one on TikTok and it had him perform and said, "Yeah, they made the right decision because it wasn't a great performance." But what are your thoughts, Lanier? Like, I know we talked about this last week, but
Yeah.
why are they having to defend? I don't remember any other artists we had to defend this much when they were selected.
I saw someone make a comment that said people really just want to be fake upset about something.
Yeah,
At the end of the day, if you look, it let's take right now. If you take right now, mentally and physically, Lil Wayne is not ready for that big stage. Period. Will he ever be ready? I have no idea, but he's not ready for that. That is the one of the biggest stages a performer could perform on.
yeah,
And the energy that you have to exude and what you have to put in, um, he does not have that. And that is based off of what you've seen thus far recently from
yeah,
him.
yeah.
Um, Selective outrage is a thing.
It really is.
Selective outrage is a thing. And I don't know if it was before the announcement or at no, I think it was before. Before they even made the Super Bowl announcement, Kendrick dropped the song. And if you are not in tune with self, then you're not getting what that man is saying.
Hmm.
And even though, the whole thing with Drake and Kendrick, somebody made a good point. And yes, Drake is a biracial individual. But what that person said was Drake Drake loves the culture, but Kendrick is from the culture. And
Yeah,
there is a difference. There is a difference. We're not taking anything away from Drake,
right.
but Kendrick is from the culture. So when he raps, he is rapping about the culture. And it's not about hoes, drugs, and money and all of that. He's talking about things that if we really listen, and Chike said it last week, yo, this can be a serious movement.
Hmm.
And I don't understand why black people don't get that. Do y'all not understand the power that we have? No, that we would have if we came together. If
Right.
we invested our money in our own. If we came together and stuck in and just stood together in solidarity the way that other ethnicities do. Do you know how do you know why they don't want that? Because they know that there is power in that.
Yeah.
Especially for us, that would be power in that.
Hmm.
And I don't understand why people don't see that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well said. Well said. Even 50 Cent said that this is Kendrick's moment.
Yeah, I saw that.
This is his
I saw
moment.
that. I saw that.
Well, sadly, we found out yesterday that the legendary Tito Jackson of the Jackson Five passed away. His son's confirmed on social media. The Rock and Roll Hall of Famer was only 70 years old. I don't think they officially said, but apparently it was a heart attack.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he was I heard he was in a car, had a heart attack. But I know they've been doing a lot of performing lately. You know, he's been on our show twice. The last time was 2021. And he was always such a nice guy. I remember the first time I interviewed him was probably like 2015, 14. And the PR person said, he said to me, I really appreciate you taking time to do this. And I'll never forget that. I'm thinking, thank you. You know, you're the legend. But any words you want to say? I know you're a big Jackson family.
Oh my God. I absolutely love the Jackson family.
Yeah.
And from my understanding, if it hadn't started, he was supposed to be going on tour with his sons
Yeah.
if it hadn't started already,
Hmm.
and that he was actually supposed to be coming to Philly with them
Oh wow.
within the next few months or whatever to perform.
Yeah.
So that in and of itself, and you're talking about one of the quiet ones because he was because he was the instrument dude.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? So, and he's gonna kill me for saying this, but my honey's middle name is Tito. It's mama name too. So like I it's always when we lose people,
Yeah.
it's always hard. Um, but you just think about and you go back to you look at those awesome videos. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
now now he's performing with Mike. You know what I mean? And
Reunited.
yeah, like you understand what I'm saying? Like I feel like that some of that destiny
Yeah.
full circle.
Hmm.
And just condolences to the family
Absolutely.
um on the passing.
You know, one thing, when I interviewed him, he said that he never like the jokes, like, you Tito Jackson, you Tito Jackson. He said those jokes never really bothered him because he said, I've always been the quiet one. People don't know I was behind writing some of these songs, some
Yep.
of these hits. I was back there doing it, but I don't need to. He said I didn't need to pat myself on the shoulder like that. I didn't need that attention. But just a great guy. So well done. Rest in peace. Linnea, thank you for holding it down with me tonight. I'll see you next week. And we come back, Black Owned Business Spotlight, right back after this.